hope for a sustainable Philippines to get to the point where we ensure ecological integrity, clean and healthy environment, where we expand economic opportunities in agriculture, fishery and forestry, and when we ensure a people-centered, clean and efficient governance. I think this is how I envision sustainable Philippines.
Hello, I am Macario SD1, an undergraduate student of De La Salle University, Manila, and I envision a sustainable Philippines where every Filipino is responsible enough to take a stand and to take action on the current state and the future fate of our country, particularly the environment and its people. I envision a sustainable Philippines where every Filipino is walking on the same path and working on the same goal, to nourish the environment and make this world a better place, not just for our own generation, but more especially for the generations to come.
A nation that is willing to work with nature to create a brighter future.
A sustainable Philippines is when every Filipino works for the good of the country, economically, socially, and environmentally, making it a better place to live in forever.
A sustainable Philippines will mean self-sufficiency in food, clean energy, and clean potable water everywhere. Plastic production, usage, and disposal will be better handled. Pollution will be at levels that do not adversely affect the health of people, animals, and plants. Lastly, the government will truly be focused on the needs of the people in all respects so that there is less waste in fuel, time, and health.
I would like to see sustainable PH catalyze a movement of responsible stewards who conserve and preserve the rich natural resources of the Philippines so that every Filipino can have access to basic human needs of food, clothing, and shelter, so that every Filipino can have an equal opportunity to thrive and flourish in his own country, because we are sustainable PH.
My future vision for a sustainable Philippines is that we can create loads of new jobs and a great economy from healing the planet, and the opportunity for our children to breathe clean air, have clean and fresh water, and harmony with nature.
I hope for a sustainable Philippines where everyone can have access to basic services like quality education and healthcare, and also enjoy clean air and environment, live in sustainable cities, and have decent jobs, and be protected by justice.
So good evening everyone! Ayan, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat and welcome back to our first episode of our Sustainabus this year, 2021. Personally, I'm really excited for our first episode this year because our guest for this afternoon is my classmate before in a training about sustainability reporting, and now a colleague and a co-champion in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals. And we have an exciting topic to discuss this evening. Ready na ba ang ating mga viewers? No? So first of all, hello sa ating mga viewers. Now, I hope that we are all safe now and we are healthy despite of the pandemic that we're still experiencing nowadays. But before that, let's have a good conversation tonight. Before we have a dinner, before we have our different activities na gagawin pa natin this evening. So our topic for today is more about waste management. No? So the hashtag World Without Waste. This is the vision of one of a private companies here in the Philippines, CocaCola to be exact, and we will discuss more on how this vision be materialized, no, through the help of many Filipinos. So for this afternoon, for this evening rather, we have a guest. She is a public affairs and sustainability manager of Coca-Cola Philippines with 17 years of solid experience in sustainable development and communication work. She leads and executes women empowerment, world climate change, and water stewardship sustainability programs through multi-stakeholder partnerships for the company. So she is a sustainability champion also and part of the society group of sustainability practitioners. No? So without further ado, no, so let's have a good and lively discussion with my friend, Miss Joy Munsayac-Cacal.
Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Miss Joy. How are you?
Great. We're still work from home, but getting the hang of it. I hope everyone is also safe and productive at these times.
Yes, it's true. So now our discussion is really more on a hashtag world without waste. But before anything that, Ms. Joy, can you share something about your journey as a sustainability practitioner or your role in the company?
Oh, so well, at the personal level, sustainability has been like my passion point. So why do I say that? Because I think sustainability practitioners like you and me, Marx, have a very important role to play in the world. Maybe akin to a tuner. If you're familiar with a tuner of a guitar or a piano,
Yeah.
I think we are that device to the world, to make humans and world live harmoniously. Sustainability being able to provide the demands of today without necessarily sacrificing or negatively impacting the capability of future generations to also provide for their needs. Drawing from nature, consumption. Sustainability is a very huge scope. I saw on your video, it could be energy, could be the
Yes.
air, the very air that we breathe, the water that we drink, and everything that the 360 degrees of globe, actually. And for me as a sustainability practitioner, we try to influence the right relationship, the harmonious relationship between humans and the world that we live in, because there's no planet B. So
Yeah, that's true.
there you go. At the personal level, at Coca-Cola, my main job is to actually design and implement sustainability strategies so that in the same vein, to refresh the world and make a difference. That is our company purpose. Like, we can refresh the world of today without
Yes.
necessarily sacrificing the ability of the future to have a refreshing drink of Coca-Cola
Yes.
anytime.
Yeah, and actually, Coca-Cola is part of a people's lunch, dinner. No, it's a part of really
More than 100 years, 130 years in the world, more than 100 years also in the Philippines. So
Yes. Yes. Actually, and we're very happy to have you here in the show, Miss Joy, to get to know more about the programs, the initiatives of the company of Coca-Cola, and also to share your insights how the households can contribute to that vision. But before anything else, I've read a lot of articles about the hashtag a world without
World Without
waste
Waste.
vision of a Coca-Cola. And for all the viewers, we prepared a video for you. So let's watch this.
By 2050, there will be more plastic than fish in the world's oceans. But what if people stop throwing their plastic bottles away? Coca-Cola imagines a world where waste is not wasted, and instead makes its way to a place where trash can transform. From something forgotten after use, to something of value and with limitless use. From something that is thrown away, to something that creates communities that thrive. From a reimagined resource to something that has a life beyond its initial use. Transforming ways of living that generates jobs, inspires dignity, and creates partnerships by creating something that can be used over and over and over and over again. refreshing the planet and paving the way for a better future. This is the vision of Coca-Cola. To collect and recycle every bottle or can we sell by 2030. But we can't do it alone. Together as one country, one community, we can turn the vision of a world without waste into reality. Let's go beyond good and refresh the way we see our waste for a better tomorrow. Be part of our journey.
That's
There
great.
you have it.
Actually, I'm currently at my friend's house because we have a Despedito party for my friends going to US. And we have a Coca-Cola bottle
Wow.
here. Yeah.
Thank
But
you.
and before, actually, the role of me and my friends is not just to use or this Coca-Cola, but after watching the video, we realized that we have something to do after drinking this Coke. No?
Exactly,
Yeah.
Marx. Thank you
This
for
is
pointing that out. So the World Without Waste vision is, as you've seen on the video, as a company globally, not just in the Philippines, we would like we set our vision that by year 2020 we would have collected and recycled every bottle or can that we have ever sold in the world. So same with the Philippines. So the World Without Waste initiative is a very lofty and ambitious goal. But we cannot do this alone as a company. That
yes.
is why the strategy for the company is around design, collect, and partner. So those are the three major pillars of the World Without Waste. Under design, we continue to innovate, use lesser virgin materials, and infuse recycled PET. That is the investment that we have announced a year back. So yeah, so there you go. That's the ambitious goal of Coca-Cola and the World Without Waste, and we are enjoining every member of the community to join to join us, help us through this journey so that we can achieve a world without waste.
Yes, it's ambitious. It's true. No, it's ambitious goal, but we believe that we can make it into reality, Joy. Yeah. Can you, Miss Joy, can you tell us some programs that you are implementing related to this vision? Like you do campaigns or you do roadshow or rollout?
Yeah, sure. So I've said earlier, you saw in the video, so it's around design, collect, and partner. Perhaps we have targeted programs across those three pillars. Like, for example, under design, we've recently announced the 2.2 billion investment for the very first or the pioneering technology of rPET recycling facility. So it will be up soon. It will be constructed in General Trias, Cavite. So that's design, and we continue to lightweight our bottle. To use lesser materials for every bottle. And the product of that rPET facility, we're also starting to transition our product. We started with Viva. The Viva PET bottle that you see in the market now is 100% made from rPET, recycled PET. So from virgin bottle, we process it in our recycling facility, and then we make it into bottles again, therefore closing the loop. That's under
Yes.
design. Under the pillar of collect, of course, the bottle will not walk to our recycling facility or to the collection to the collection point. Therefore, we enjoin everyone to collect and segregate waste. This is a very important aspect that we should see the product that we buy and consume, that our responsibility extends to its disposal, it is proper disposal and recycling. PET is like the most recycled plastic in the world. Therefore, we partner with organizations, with junk shops, with schools for that matter, to start off proper waste segregation and collection. So not just for plastics, but like total waste segregation, separating biodegradable, non-biodegradable,
Biodegradable.
residuals, and most importantly, recyclables, which is our bottle. So, that's under collect. And under partner, again, for every great vision, you cannot do it alone. Therefore, we need the support of the entire country to make this happen, like the
Yes.
government, the policy makers, the local government units, our NGO friends, foundation partners, and most especially our consumers. So we need this partnership. We need to start and build on these partnerships to make this vision of a world without waste happen.
That's right. I love that the design and the collect strategy of the company. Like I've had before like a 100% recycled PET, because I remember there's one event that I've attended, and I won the drinks from the CocaCola, and they said that this is 100% recycled. So imagine that, no? So from the design of the packaging of the business operation of the product, and we can still use it and still use it, and this is limitless. Yeah? So that kind of strategy will help us to achieve a sustainable packaging and even the sustainable consumption and production.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the idea of the collection, that it's more on the collaboration. Totoo, ang mga PET bottles natin will not walk to the facility, recycle
Exactly.
facility. So we have also the role, the viewers also have the roles to contribute in this big goal and big vision. That's nice.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Miss Joy, about the recycling facility, when I heard the news, I was really excited and shocked. This is a big step here in the Philippines, because this is the first big. I mean, this is the biggest recycling facilities in the Philippines, and even in the East Asia or Asia, Miss Joy, right?
Just in the Philippines, it's been granted a pioneering status by the Board of Investment. So it's when you say pioneering status, there's not a technology available before. So we're kind of a bit we're really proud, actually. We're really proud of this status, because it gives us like operational incentives from the government side, and at the same time it gives us the opportunity to start off something new, something genuine, right? Something, a technology that is in partnership with the recycler in Daraman, Indonesia. But it's not first in East Asia, Marx. It's first in the Philippines, but there in other countries there are already like established RPET facilities. So the facility will be called Pet Value. Just so you know, that's the name. Pet Value. So there's like a value in every PET bottle. So the facility will be at General Trias, Cavite, and it has the capacity of processing used PET to a quantity of like 45,000 metric tons per year. That's equivalent to 3 billion pieces of bottle, Marks.
Bottles.
So if only all of the used bottles will be collected and directed there, then no more leakage in the environment. So that's the projection plan. Hopefully, hopefully we can really implement programs and forge the right partnerships to make the collection happen.
Let's hope for the best for that. We have one question here from our viewer from Cyven Blue. Do you believe that other soft drink companies or other beverages companies can follow what Coca-Cola is doing for our future ecosystem?
We encourage everyone, not just beverage manufacturers, but all manufacturers who uses packaging, not just plastic. It could be cans, it could be flexibles, it could be anything. I think everyone in the manufacturing side of the fence should be proactive in making recycling possible for the Philippines. So yes. So the answer is yes to Silene.
Yes, I agree on that, Ms. Joy, because achieving sustainability goals is not a competition among the private companies.
Exactly. It's collaboration. Remember, SDG 17 is partnership.
It's partnership for the goals. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, Ms. Joy, how do the Filipinos contribute to this vision? Can you cite some examples or programs that we can collaborate on?
Sure. We on the collect and partner pillar, we've been activating several community programs already. Like for example, in Bacolod, we partner with the Plastic community. Have you heard about them? So they turn PET bottles, labels, and caps into beautiful pieces of things like a bench, a vase, and in a more larger scale. Although the technology is not here in the Philippines, do you know that PET is actually the most recycled material for clothing,
Materials.
for
For
T-shirts,
clothing.
for shirts?
Yeah.
Yeah, polyester. So if you look into the label of your shirt and there's like X% polyester, that is most likely a recycled PET plastic. So there's a lot of life post consumption. We just need to probably advocate stronger that the responsibility of everyone does not end after consuming the content. We should be like hyper aware by now, since we hear a lot of news, right? We hear a lot of campaigns. We hear a lot of like the plastic island in the Pacific Ocean that is gathering. So those plastics shouldn't be there. Should- It should have been. It shouldn't have been thrown in the environment.
Yes.
There are available technologies, and as I've said earlier, everyone has a role to play. So therefore, probably I enjoin everyone. I encourage everyone. First, look within yourself. Look within your family, your household, to your community, to your local government unit, to the larger provincial scale level. Are we really helping solve the waste problem? So maybe that's a question for everyone, because yeah, we're here to help, and we're here to collect all of our packaging and put it in our recycling facility to
That's
make
true.
it a bottle again. So the cycle continues like that. Hopefully we can really tight seal the leakage to the environment. So that's the entire that's the game plan
Yes.
for a world
I
without waste.
I really agree on that, Ms. Joy. Like if you want to have a proper waste management, or we are advocates of to protect the environment, the oceans, and to combat climate change, I believe it should be started in our lifestyle, like how we segregate the waste that we have, then how our mindset in even our consumptions, like yung mga not just plastics, di ba? It's all kinds of ways on how we dispose those things, how we recycle, reuse those things, right? So it's really
Exactly.
a lifestyle and a mindset for us na so we can materialize this vision, and we have the role to play talaga in this vision, and we are very fortunate because we have private companies who are the organizer of this goal, no? Sila yung starter natin eh. And what we need to do is really to be a team player na rin sa kanila.
Yeah. We should instigate that I care enough for this planet, for this one planet that we have. Therefore, I will do the following things. So for me, it's where everything should start. A self realization, as you've said, mindful consumption, personal awareness, taking responsibility in everything that we purchase, we use.
Yes.
Now, we're not advocating for you to not to buy, not to use, not to enjoy your life. You should. We only have
Yes.
one life. But we should realize that our responsibility doesn't stop after we purchase and eat or use or consume. It should extend up to like ensuring that these are disposed of or recycled of properly. So siguro yun yung isang pinakamatinding bottleneck ngayon sa usapan ng waste, because
Yes.
there are laws governing it already. We have policies. Each of the local government unit customizes this in their own communities, in their barangay or towns or cities for that matter. But is it really working? Maybe we should start engaging more. We
Yes.
can start with our street, with our homeowners association. So things like that, makes multiplier effect. So maybe you're thinking that, my waste footprint we're just like, how many people in my house, and you think that it doesn't contribute so much, but each if each household would do segregation, then we have like 100 million people segregating in the Philippines. So,
Yes.
so you can imagine, you are part of the solution. Never ever think that your contribution is small. So there, yeah, maybe that's my
And maybe this is the goal of the show, and this is the one of the purpose of this show is really to invite people, like if you are a leader, a community leader, a barangay leader, that there's a lot of programs out there that you can help on, that you can collaborate on. Maybe you can follow the strategy, then even a small scale of community, and go, and the impact of that will get bigger if many people will do that, right, Miss Joy?
yeah,
So
there's the national solid waste management
management
policy that every local government unit should be
should
actively
be
implementing, actually.
implementing.
So it wouldn't hurt to inquire. Maybe
Yes,
your local leaders would appreciate the initiative, right? And to start them
yes.
thinking of that, are we really doing solid waste management the right way? So there. And just opening up that there will be a recycling plant. So don't worry about your PET
Yes.
bottle. As long
Eh,
as it gets to the right channel, the right bin, the right junk shop collector, the right aggregator, then it can go to the facility and it can get recycled. We should care. We should
yeah.
care that for every bottle that we use, it goes to the right value chain, the right recycling, the right bin, the right entities that will get it to recycling. So yeah.
Speaking of the recycling facility that we'll be having in the future, right? It's open for all, right, Miss Joy? Like it's not just for the Coca-Cola brand; it's open for all PET
All
bottles.
PET plastics.
Yeah.
All PET plastics, regardless of brand. So we won't
Yes.
be like not accepting the other brand. As long as it's a PET plastic,
Yes.
it's welcome.
Yes. So alam
Yeah.
niyo na, guys. Yeah. Yeah, and I think for the last question. So, what's your message to our audience in achieving this better future through proper waste management? Do you have any tips or anything that you would like to say in our audience?
Well, as a message, I mean, our call to action is that each of us have a role to play, and I encourage everyone to care enough, be conscious enough about how you live, how you consume, and how these products that you use gets thrown out, and segregate. That's probably like the first step. Segregate your waste. Encourage everyone within your immediate community to do the same, and reduce, reuse, recycle. So observe that in your life, and then I guess as a last message also is that we enjoin everyone to join us in our World Without Waste journey. Every idea is welcome. Every initiative is welcome. We just need to have a conversation. So
Yes. And speaking of that conversation, Miss Joy, if ever we have viewers or or team that would like to collaborate with your team also, where we'll contact you? You have the website or the
well, Coca-Cola
details.
Philippines, Coca-Cola Philippines is present in every social media. So don't hesitate to send a word. If you have an idea on how we can promote waste segregation better, if you have an idea or if you have a technology in mind, or if you have like a program in mind that you think will help in proper waste segregation, then it's a worthy it's a worthy conversation for us. So message us on social media, Coca-Cola Philippines. We're at IG, we're at Twitter, Facebook, even YouTube. So the
That
video that
would be
we shown is
great.
on YouTube, so maybe you can comment there, and we will make sure that we respond to to each and every concern. Personally, for Sustainable PH, the members of the community, you can just message me. So I'm a
Yes.
member of the page already, so you can just message me directly and let's start off the conversation. Like as I've said, every idea, every point of view is valid towards creating a world without waste.
And also, we will share the social media accounts of the company here in Sustainable PH live video natin sa comment section natin. So thank you so much, Miss Joy. No? It's sobrang bitin yung conversation natin. I hope that we can still guest you and we talk about the nitty-gritty of the program, the details, and especially when we start implementing the project. Yes.
We'd like to share progress reports with you. So your invitation, the Society of Sustainability Practitioners and Sustainability PH, our doors are wide open for you, Marx, and the group. So just let us know.
And actually, it's not just the hashtag World Without Waste. There's a lot of programs that Miss Joy Munsayac handles and lead for the sustainable development goals. Now, for our sustainable
maybe
future.
Another session for that?
Yes, of course. I'm excited. Mine and I are very excited to discuss it. Let's have an offline discussion with that, Miss Joy. Thank you so much, Miss Joy. I hope you had a great time with me and with the viewers. And let's have a good kwentuhan at chikahan soon. Thank you so much, Miss Joy.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you so much, Miss Joy, again. No? And thank you to our viewers who watch this episode, hashtag World Without Waste. So if you have any questions or suggestions that you'd like to recommend for us, no, and also for the team of Miss Joy, just send us a message or comment down below any ideas that you think can help achieving the World Without Waste vision of Coca-Cola. And that's it for today's episode. And I think my biggest takeaway for that is really we have the role to take in achieving that goal, like having that kind of mindset and lifestyle of having this sustainable consumption and production of these materials. We're so very lucky because we have private companies na may ganitong initiatives, and what we need to do is really to help them achieve this vision. So may kanya-kanya tayong role for that, and I hope na this episode will be our eye-opener in everything that we use and we eat or we drink, na all these plastics mayroong pupuntahan at we can use it again when we recycled it. And thank you sa ating mga big companies, that especially Coca-Cola, that implementing this kind of program. And that's it for this session. I hope that we could catch up again on our next episode. Sustainabus will be a weekly session and weekly catch up na. So I'm excited to see you again next week. So, but before anything else, we invite you for our next show. It's the Green Man Show. It's with the guest Victor de la Casa, which they will talk about creating a career in sustainability. So that's exciting episode for the Green Man Show. So thank you everyone and have a great night. Good night.